Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys had a chance to take a look at the worksheet I uploaded on Dojo yesterday about these math word problems that we're going to be doing for a couple of days. They are mixed addition and subtraction word problems, and we are focusing on Janine and her catering business to cater for the mayor's 50th birthday. These word problems are all types of problems that we have seen in class already, and they're not too difficult. So hopefully you've had a chance to either work them out on your own, and then maybe you're using this video to check your work, or you are doing it with me. Either one is totally fine. Again, I encourage you to get creative with your answering and showing me your work. My way isn't necessarily the best way for you, and that's okay. Math is done in multiple ways, and we know that. So I'm just going to go ahead and get right on to number 2 so we can go ahead and get our days going. Okay, so as I said earlier, we're talking about Janine and her catering service. We found out yesterday that her team of cooks was divided into 3 different teams. So that's going to be important for number 2. I read it ahead a little bit just to get our information going. And so let's read our number 2. So number 2 actually says, the next food item that she has to prepare is soup. She needs 280 cups of mushroom soup. So 280 cups is what she's going to need of soup. That right here tells me this is how much that she wants to have. That's telling me that this is our total. Okay, so I'm going to identify that as my total. So I know that this number right here is where I want to get to at the end of my problem. Okay, if the first team made 90 cups in 60 minutes, and the third team made 70 cups in 90 minutes, how many cups should the second team prepare in order to meet the required amount of soup? Wow, that was a lot of information. Okay, so let's take a look. Before we circle these numbers, there's a lot of numbers in this second sentence here. Let's really focus on what this question is asking for. How many cups should the second team prepare? I want to know how many cups. So if I look into this sentence here, I see 90 cups, 60 minutes, 70 cups, 90 minutes. Is my question asking me for minutes? No, it's not. So I can go ahead and take this 60 minutes and this 90 minutes and take it out. It's not important. It's what we call excess gunk. It's stuff that's trying to trick you with our word problem. So no, we don't want that. Okay, so let's take a pause real quick and write down on our piece of paper our information that we have so far. I know that this is question number 2, and she wants to make 280 cups of soup. Okay, I also know that she has 3 teams or 3 crews that makes the soup. So I'm going to label each one. Here's team 1, here's team 2, and here's team 3. Okay? Using our information from our word problem again, the first team, which is team 1, made 90 cups. So on team 1, I'm going to fill in 90 cups. Okay. And the third team made 70 cups. 70 cups for team 3. And my question is asking me about the second team. So I shouldn't have anything on my second team here. Now that I've gotten that information all kind of put out on my paper, organized, I'm going to create a part-whole chart, just like we did yesterday. I'm going to create one that looks kind of like this. Yours can look a little different. And I know a part-whole chart is split into 2 different sections. This top section up here is called my total. And if you remember from a minute ago when we looked at this, we actually already had a total in our word problem. So 280 is our total. That's what I'm going to put in my top box, and you can go ahead and label cups if you choose. I also know that in order to get to this total here, I have to add however many numbers that are down here. So I have to add all of these numbers up to get to 280. Well, I know there are 3 teams, so I'm going to split my whole down here into parts of 3. Team 1, Team 2, and Team 3. Okay? Now that you've gotten that together, give you a minute to kind of catch up. And we're going to just fill in the information that we already have. Here's 90 cups. I'm going to put C for cups. And Team 3 had 70 cups, so C for cups. I'm going to put a little question mark here because we're not sure for Team 2 how many cups that they made. So if you remember from yesterday when I was looking at the number of mini pies that they should make, what I did was I took my 2 parts that I had and I added them together. This is going to show me how many cups I already have created. Now I know I need to get to 280, so if I have a missing block here and I add these 2 together, that all 3 of those numbers should be added together to get me to 280. So let's come over here and add up what we have so far. 90 cups and 70 cups. So I'm going to come over here. Zero plus 0 is a 0. And 9 plus 7 is 16. If you didn't know that off the top of your head, you can do our trick. Grab your 9, count on 7. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I have my 6, carry my 1 all the way to my hundreds place. 1 plus 0 plus nothing is 1. So combined, Team 1 and Team 3 have made 160 cups of soup. Well, that's still not 280 cups. So what do you think I need to do with these 2 numbers in order to get my Team 2 cups? I'll give you a moment to think about it. Well, remember I said earlier that we had to add up all 3 of these to get this one. So if I'm trying to find this one, I've already added these 2 together. Now I need to find the difference. And the difference is a subtraction, the answer when you subtract. Good. So I have 0 minus 0 is 0. 8 minus 6 is 2. And 2 minus 1 is 1. So Team 2 should make 120 cups of soup. Now, before I see that that is my actual answer, I need to do a little bit of checking, and I need to check my work. How can I use the information that I just figured out this solution? How can I use this information to help me check my work? Well, if you remember from yesterday, we took the 3 numbers that were in our parts and we added them together. So I'm going to start with my bigger number, my greatest, and then I'm going to do 90 and 70. And when I add all 3 of those numbers up, 1, 2, and 3, I should get 280. Let's try. 0, 0, 0. Well, that's 0. 2 plus 9 is 11, and 11 plus 7 is 18. 8, carry my 1. I now have 1 plus 1, that's 2, and 280 matches my 280. So I know my work is correct. Now, if I didn't get 280 here, I would need to make sure, I would first start and make sure I added all my numbers correctly. If I did, I would go back to each of my steps before and I would check to see which area I made a mistake in. Now that I know that Team 2 made 120 cups, I can fill in my box And then I can write my complete sentence. So let's look at it one more time. Just make sure we have the answer correct. How many cups should the second team prepare in order to meet the required amount of soup? Team 2 should make 120 cups of soup. And there's my complete answer. All right, you guys, that's all for number 2. I'm going to be doing number 3 tomorrow. I hope that you have followed along with me, or if you already did it before, you got your answer. And if you didn't get your answer correct, just go ahead and take a look at what I have and see if you can't figure out where your mistake was. It's okay to make mistakes in math as long as we go back and check on our work and make sure that we understand where we went wrong. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. You can dojo me, you can call me, you can email me, whatever it is that you choose, and I'll be more than happy to help you out with these problems. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. Stay wonderful, stay happy, stay healthy, and be active. Love you guys.